Hey, this is Joe with SetSchedule. I'm here to dive into the topic of managing your mindset today. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, so what does managing your mindset mean? I'd say managing your mindset is truly just being in touch with your true self, being able to have the hard conversations with one another. And on top of that, even more so, it's about just being able to know yourself so you can get over obstacles and hurdles that might be hindering you or might be stopping you from reaching your goals. I feel like in this day of society, it's so easy to be impulsive. It's so easy to move with the wind. And honestly, having the hard conversations with yourself and being able to just be completely honest with yourself is really what makes the difference. When you're going through a tough time, when you're on a sales call and they might be giving you grief, or when you might not be able to go ahead and get somebody on the telephone, or at the end of the day, it's not about the cards that you're dealt. It's about how you go ahead and play them. And even more so than that, it's also about the things you say to yourself. If you're constantly getting negative and down, and I know I used to always be someone who would get more pissed at myself than anybody else. I would, in my head, I would be cussing myself out. But then I realized, I was like, you know what you tell yourself is really what you project onto others, what you project in your day-to-day. I feel like the thing that helped me out the most was when I had the realization of that I don't want to fear rejection more than I want to fear regret. In my opinion, I want to live every day like it's my last. I never want to look back and say I could have done more. There's this phrase out there that it's live full, die empty. And I tell myself that every single morning where, a man is just as great as his ambitions and what he tells himself that he can do. Somebody can accomplish anything that they set their mind to, but they can't limit their own mindset. And I feel like managing your mindset is something that is very important because of the fact that if you don't have a good mindset, it's really tough to go ahead and meet goals. It's really tough to go ahead and get over obstacles. And as long as you can go ahead and keep steady, keep focused, keep your eye on the goal, client. If I'm in a bad mindset, I can feel it. Every morning I wake up and I have this list of notes that I go ahead and read. And every single morning I go ahead and read it just to kind of check my mindset and just get motivated, or go ahead and just to get out of the bed in the morning. Sometimes I'll need to go ahead and just read those notes, just get some inspiration for myself, because it's not always easy. The way I know that I'm ready to talk to clients is just simply I talk to the folks around me. I love being in office. I'm someone that's an extrovert. I get a chip every time I talk to somebody. So the more people I interact with throughout the day, the better off I am. And for me, that's definitely something that that's how I realize if I'm in a good mood, bad mood, for the most part, if I don't know it already, is how I'll react to some things people say. And for me, that's why it's also about just getting out there talking to people, because it allows me to go ahead and just set my even keel and for the whole rest of the day. And on top of that, I would say that a big thing for attacking, when you're going about meeting with any client, I'd say that one of the biggest focus factors, in my opinion, is just having an open ear, being able to kind of shut out the rest of the world for just that little bit of the conversation so you can give them your full attention, because you want their full attention back to you the same way as vice versa as they want you. And that's the only way, in my opinion, that you get to know the true somebody on the other line. That's how you get them to open up. That's how you get them to trust you, is if you're willing to put in the effort for them as well. I feel like life's a two-way street. And so if anything is on my mind, that I try to just leave it at the door or leave it at the phone rather than, and continue talking to them as if nothing's going on around me. Because it goes back to saying, I never want to look back and say I could have done more. All right, hey, this is Joe Bonilla. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked the video, and definitely come back for more.